What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to talk about Akash, the unstoppable cloud, the world's first decentralized open source cloud and decloud for DeFi. Guys, this is massive. Lots of buzzwords in there. Akash Network. Let's talk about them. I do have one thing I got to say about it. Man, it's going to be tough to get it being in the US. There's really no way to get it. Being that it's on Gate.io, DigiFinex, it's really on exchanges you can't get on. But maybe you have a friend who's in another country and it can help you out. But anyways, we'll talk about Akash Network, the unstoppable cloud. What are they doing? Guys, they got some massive junk going on, and we're going to just break it down. I'm going to get into the white paper, but I'm going to give a general overview right now so you guys can get a scope of it. So basically what they're providing is cloud computing. So it is not cloud storage. So it's not like a storehouse like Filecoin or Siacoin. Instead, it is a little bit different. So it's going to be somewhat to like Theta is to live streaming. So let me break it down for you. So you use cloud storage to save and keep data. Cloud computing, on the other hand, is used to work on and complete specified projects. So here's a couple of different or distinguishing factors. So cloud computing requires higher processing power than cloud storage. So it's something that's like live streaming, aka need quicker on-demand, higher quality videos. So that's why Theta takes into play. So this is going to be like what Theta is for live streaming is what Akash is to like AWS. And the reason why AWS can only take so much is they're a centralized service. They don't have as many networks and different modules and tech to be able to get it going through or provide the speeds that they need to have. And a decentralized cloud computing server is the answer. Because say you have all of your hardware and all of your devices in one center and automatically or randomly you just lose electricity. Well, every website or every company that is depending on those servicers automatically just shut down because they can't work. So that's how you can relate it. Also, cloud computing is essentially targeted towards businesses. Well, the reason why it's targeted towards businesses is because you have things like YouTube, Facebook, Amazon, Uniswap. They all need to have a decent or a server that helps out with that because there's so many people pinging off their website. They need a cloud computing service to help with that, to handle all of that traffic. Cloud storage is simply a data storage and sharing medium, while cloud computing gives you the ability to remotely work and transform data. So for example, this is like coding an application remotely or doing like a Zoom meeting and so on. So you guys can kind of understand the concept. So now that we kind of shoved that out of the way, why Akash Decloud? Well, it's a censorship resistant, permissionless, and self-sovereign. Akash Cloud is faster, more efficient, and lower cost. So this is important. So DeFi, decentralized projects, and high growth companies or even more can use this because it's 10 times the lower cost. So that's the draw to it. So people are like, yeah, I'm using AWS and I'm paying like bank to get this junk. And then Decloud's like, yeah, come over to the dollar store. We'll take care of you. And it's like, really? What's the catch? Oh, well, there's no catch. It's just a million times better. One, no one can shut you down. Two, if there is an issue on one of the networks, well, you got a bunch of different backups. That's why it's decentralized. So there's not one target a bad actor can come after. Three, it's cheaper. Can't beat it. Four, it's faster. Can't beat it. Come on, guys. Think about it. That's why everyone's flocking to Theta. So here are a couple of the things. Serverless, interoperable, secure and private, and it's got the hybrid cloud. So physical servers supplied by cloud service providers and organizations with spare capacity. So you can have one that's like, hey, look, we made this machine specifically for this product. Or hey, you can just use extra space on your computer like they did with Theta. If you guys want to see what one of the quote-unquote proof of concept machines they have is the Akash Super Mini. Pretty cool. If you guys want to join the wait list, you guys probably won't get one. There's 300 of them that are made like as a sample to prove a concept. And then obviously when more and more people are using this and understand the concept, they'll ramp up some more and make more and more. But there's like 15,000 people on the waiting list, and they only have 300 going out there just to prove a concept. But plug in, offer compute, earn crypto. Super easy. And here's the features in it. So if you guys wanted to go make one, go gangbusters, have fun, do what you need to do. And they are built on the Cosmos blockchain with Tendermint, which is similar to like your Kava. Anyways, guys, Intel, AWS, Packet, there's so many different companies that could use this service. I mean, it's massively needed. So look at this. This is a comparison for the compute for a fraction of the price. So AWS, it's 4.5 cents. Google, 3.6 cents. Microsoft, 5.4 cents. Akash, 0.45 cents. Guys, not 4.5 cents, 0.45 cents. This is massive. Normally when you provide a better product and a better service, you charge more, not less. They're giving a better product, a better service, 10 times lower price. Massive, guys. Here's their partnerships. You got Coil, Packet, Interledger, Solana, Cosmos, Tendermint, Polyverse, Tuesday, AlphaBlock, Hone. Guys, these guys have so many different partnerships and so many people interested in using it. Dokia Capital. I like Dokia. But guys, let's go and break into the white paper to explain how it works. Guys, again, this is not financial advice. This is just my opinion on the project. I'm just breaking it down, giving it to you. But let's go ahead and talk about the white paper. So here's the introduction. Akash Network is a secure, transparent, and decentralized cloud computing marketplace. So we already know Amazon, Google, and Microsoft just like massively just own this market, 80% of it. But yet they're killing people on the costs that they're charging. So it is like, dude, it's nuts and ham how people aren't just going to Akash. But they'll realize it eventually, and then when it takes off, then that's what happens. Again, I relate this to what Theta is doing to live streaming is what Akash will do to cloud computing. Keep that in mind, guys. That's how you can relate it. So the Akash is able to facilitate this by using the blockchain. And we'll explain how the blockchain is going to take place into that. So the Akash token, this is used to compensate the users. The reason why they had to make it a token is because you can come up with a concept and say, okay, great. All right, we got this decentralized network, but how do we pay and incentivize these users to use the nodes? Well, we can use a credit card. Well, the reason why you can't use a credit card is because that adds a centralized feature. So just because you build a decentralized platform or a decentralized blockchain, if you integrate somewhat of a centralized feature, you then become centralized. It's almost like when you take red dye and pour it into water. That water becomes diluted down red dye. So when you add a centralized feature to this decentralized network, well, you become centralized because you have a centralized feature. So the Akash token is compensated to users for providing a cloud computing service. That's why they had to make the token. And if you use a credit card, the credit card company could say, yeah, we don't support that. Sorry, bro. Then the network shuts down because the stakers or the miners can't get compensated. And when they can't get compensated, they don't work. That's just how it works. And also, this provides a, not a use case, but this has the utility for the token. So you can't just go out there and say, yeah, I'll provide cloud computing services. No, you got to support the network. In order to do this, you need to stake tokens. And the same amount of tokens you stake is the amount of reward compensation you're going to be getting. It's a percentage base. So keep that in mind. And it can also be used as a payment if you want to use it. I know it's going to function somewhat on a matter of RAM. RAM is basically how much data or information can be processed in a certain amount of time. So if a company is looking for like 3.2 gigahertz of RAM or 32 gigahertz of RAM, well, depending on what I guess you can say validator has that amount, will be selected. So it'll automatically, oh, I'm only providing 3.2 gigahertz. I'm not going to be able to be selected because it's not strong enough for the company that's needing it. So the company will look, it'll have like a ledger, or I would call it a vending machine to be able to select, oh, okay, this is what it is. And the network automatically does that for you. So if you're looking for 32 gigahertz, boom, you type that in, and it automatically selects it for you, and it's paid out. So you guys can see the user, you have an order book, you have a data center, data center, data center, and you guys can kind of see how. And here's the breakdown again, like we just explained it. So you're going to have the different networks or the different applications saying, hey, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. And then you're going to have, I would call it a order book. And you have an order book that automatically says, okay, Johnny Evans is providing this many gigahertz at this rate. And Biffy Bob is providing this many gigahertz at this rate. And you can pick and choose, and obviously the one who gives the lowest rate for the specified job is going to be selected. So it also offers a competitive marketplace. That way it's not monopolistic where one person rules all. Similar to like Tico. No one likes Tico because Tico can just bung-ho everyone and say, oh, sorry, you don't want to pay that? Okay, no electricity for you. And then I like how they have the proof of stake for the token, because that provides a use case for the token and it holds up the network instead of people are just like, yeah, this is cool, let's just use it. Dip and dive. And here's the number of validators that will increase over the years. So you guys can see over time they want to hit to about 350 for the total number of validators. The reason being is it's built on Tendermint. So the more validators that are on the network, the slower it will be. So they want to keep it to a point to where it still has fast transactions, yet it's still decentralized. And we already explained how the Akash token is used. The AKT stake, users stake AT, my goodness, users of Akash stake tokens to subsidize operating and capital expenditures. Stakers are rewarded proportional to the number of tokens staked. So keep that in mind. Fees on Akash can be settled using several different currencies. And the reason why this is important is if someone doesn't have Akash, well, they can use a different currency like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dash, Doge, any of them that you want. But you do need to understand that when it's settled, it is settled in Akash. So you guys can see. For example, suppose a lease is set to 10 AKTs and locks at an exchange rate of 1 AKT equals 0.2 Bitcoin. The price of AKT doubles. Now 1 AKT equals 0.4. So now the total amount required to pay is only 5 Akash. So do keep that in mind, guys. But there is a way you can, because a lot of companies look for a stable and predictable price. You can lock up that price. So if you lock in when Akash is at a low price, you can say, great, I'll lock in at this price. But you also have the drawback. If you lock in at the price, it could go down too. So it's kind of like a win-win, lose-lose type of thing. So do keep that in mind. And you can lock in at that rate for the amount of Akash that you want to use. So say, for example, Akash is selling at $100 and you lock in at that $100 rate for the next year. Well, even if Akash goes to $200, you're still only paying $100 each time. But obviously when it expires, you'll have to renew with a different rate and so on. So the maximum amount of tokens that will ever be created are 389 million. They're starting with 100 million tokens. And this is how the inflation rate occurs. So if there are more people staking short term, there will be about a 15% or 50% APR. However, if they are all long term, then it will be about 100% APR. So we'll have rapid inflation in the beginning if most people are staking for the long term. But if it's the short term, then it'll be less. And in regards to how the inflation rate goes, that will mainly, it won't really have a major determination in the overall long haul because there is going to be a maximum of 389 million. But basically over about, I'd say 15, 20 years, all of the tokens will be released. So do keep that in mind. So as you guys can see, over 20 years or 15 years, it'll get closer and closer to zero. And then after about 20 years, it'll go to zero. So now that you guys kind of get the project in a nutshell, this is how you can remember it and relate it. Is just like what Theta is doing to live streaming is what Akash, in my opinion, will do to cloud computing like Amazon Web Services. let's go ahead and talk about the team. So Greg Osuri, we'll just call him Mr. G. Mr. G, he was over at IBM, really smart guy. Go ahead and take a look at his LinkedIn profile. Listen to some of his interviews that he has on YouTube. Really, really smart guy. Recommend taking a look into him. And this guy was a creator of Top Spin, or not a creator, but a developer and engineer for Top Spin. And they actually sold their company over to Apple following an initial acquisition of Beats. So guys, these are some pretty smart guys. They have some really big partnerships like we explained earlier, and they have a really good vision. I definitely recommend taking a second look or a third look into them, seeing what you guys think of them. That is Akash Network in a nutshell, guys. If I brought any value to you guys, smash up the like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification. That way you guys are notified every time we make a new one. And again, guys, we'll leave you guys with a wisdom one-liner. And I know you guys are thinking, oh, smash up a like, subscribe, who cares? Well, it helps out on the channel, guys. I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, it's fine. You don't need it at all. It boosts in the YouTube algorithms. And the reason I make these videos, I want to bring and teach as many people as I can about cryptocurrencies. And in order for me to do that, the video has to get more views. And when it gets more views, more people see it and then learn more. That's it. I'm not trying to pump a coin. I'm not trying to push any projects. I like to talk about cryptocurrencies and bring decentralized crypto to the masses. Because I really see the future with cryptocurrency, and it's really integral in our society. Anyways, if you guys want to support the channel, there's a Patreon link in the description below, and there are some referral links if you guys want to use those. It's a win-win situation. You get a reward, I get a reward. If you don't want to do either, at least smash the like and subscribe. And wisdom one-liner, Proverbs chapter 28, verses 2. When a country is rebellious, it has many rulers, but a ruler with discernment and knowledge maintains order. This is very important. So we're seeing it a lot today, almost like a divided nation. And you guys can see when you're a divided nation, you can see how the power starts to crumble and fall. Like for example, China, they're getting stronger and stronger. And they are a communist country, but that's definitely becoming a threat. Again, time will tell. We'll see what happens with it. But guys, this is a very important verse. I'll read it again. Take what you think from it. When a country is rebellious, it has many rulers, but a ruler with discernment and knowledge maintains order. Thanks for watching, guys. If you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button and hit that bell notification. That way you guys can be ahead of the game every time we make a new video. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Guys, I need you guys to do a couple of things. Participate in the quadruple threat. First, set up a Celsius account. Here's a referral link. You guys can use it. Write it down. Type it down. Or you guys can use the link in the description below. Set up a Celsius account. Good for savings. Good for earnings. Don't bet the house on it though. But anyways, you guys can get a free bonus on this. Alright, how do I get this free bonus? Well guys, enter in this link. You guys will get $30. Then deposit $200 in any cryptocurrency. Enter in new 40. Like NEW 40 promo code. You guys can use both and you'll get a total of $70. Guys, that's step 1 of the triple threat. Alright Drake, I did step 1. What's step 2? Alright guys, this is where you can get your small altcoin gems and little game changers. You guys can go to crypto.com. You can set up an account. Here's a link in the description below, or you guys can just type in this code right here on the screen. Deposit some funds in there. You get $25 in bonus crypto. You guys can use that to buy your altcoin gems and have some fun. Step 2 of the quadruple threat. And the third one, this one is a fun one. Voyager. This one is more so where you can buy with limit orders. It doesn't have as many altcoins as crypto.com, but it's really easy to use, easy to set up. And yes, this one does come with a referral link as well, and you'll get $25 in BTC. This is how you can do a limit order. Super easy to use, and they don't charge any trading fees whatsoever. Here's the referral link You can't copy and paste it, but you can look in the description to copy and paste, and you can put that in and set one up. 25 bucks. Step 4, open up a BLOCKFI account. Here's a link you guys can use. The reference code is 024FFE02. All the links are in the description below. Open up a BLOCKFI, just deposit some funds, and you'll get $30 in BTC. And you can also get that crypto cashback rewards card. Don't forget about that. Game changer, 1.5%. And the first few months, you get a bunch of extra percent. Check it out. This is the funnest one though. Lolly, free. There is a referral link to this one too. I've actually won 100,000 sats one time on one of the taps, which is worth like 100 bucks in Bitcoin. So it's crazy. Look, and there's even proof in the wallet. Look at that, daily stack, 101. Guys, set one up. It's really easy to do. Download a Lolly account and just set it up. And of course, guys, if you guys are a pro, there's a link in the description so you guys can sign up with KuCoin and Binance US to get some trading fee discounts. Thanks.